I read every word of it page by page. You said that you'd be coming for me soon. Oh my God, I'll be ready for you. I wanna run on greener pastures, I wanna dance on higher hills, I wanna drink from sweeter waters in the misty morning chill. And my soul is getting restless for the place where I belong. I can't wait to join the angels and sing my heaven song.
Good morning, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today's July 18th, 2022. And I want to show you something that I've seen here. And I want to connect the division of Jerusalem on July 15th, the declaration by Joe Biden that to obtain peace and security, the only option is by Israel going back to its 1967 borders and giving half of Jerusalem to the Palestinians. And this happened on July 15th. Okay, I'm going to go back 141 days to the beginning of the Ukraine war. And then I'm going to go back another 141 days, and I'm going to show you the link between Israel and Ukraine, the beginning of the Ukraine war, and the division of Jerusalem, all pre-programmed through satanic rituals. Okay, July 15th, the declaration by Joe Biden, going back 141 days. February 24th to July 15th, 141. What is the meaning in the Strong's Concordance of 141? Causing division. So you may say that this is a coincidence. But when I show you the other piece of information connected by another 141 days, you will see that Israel and Ukraine and the beginning of the war is all interrelated and interconnected. So from the beginning of the Ukraine war, 141 days, to the division of Jerusalem on July 15th, it's 141 days. And this is the meaning in the Strong's Concordance, causing division. Now let's go back from February 24th, another 141 days, and it will bring us to October 6th. I'm going to let this piece of information speak for itself. The only thing you need to know is that the person involved in this ritual, Marina Abramovich, is one of the highest satanic witches, spirit cooking Satanists that are alive today. She's connected to Bill Gates and Microsoft and connected to stars throughout Hollywood, politicians, and they look to her for these types of rituals. Let me share now this information that happened on October 6th of 2021, linking Israel, Ukraine, and satanic rituals leading to World War III and the beginning of the war in Ukraine, and to the division of Jerusalem on July 15th.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky and Israeli President Yitzhak Herzog attended the official commemoration ceremony of the victims of the Babyn Yar massacre on Wednesday evening, remembering one of the largest massacres of Jews during the Holocaust. Let's take a look at the report.
Місце, яке Господь покинув назавжди, а диявол оминає стороною. це таке місце.
It has been 80 years since Nazi troops gunned down some 34,000 Jewish men, women, and children at the wooded ravine in Babyn Yar, in one of the deadliest single massacres of the Holocaust. Over the 2 years that followed, nearly 150,000 people, mostly Jewish, would be killed there. Now, this September and October, Ukraine is commemorating the tragic events.
У цьому місці нацисти розстріляли більше 100 тисяч людей. У цьому місці важко говорити, на тисячі років його окупувала тиша. У цьому місці важко дихати, тисячі дітей зробили тут останній подих. У цьому місці важко стояти, тисячі куль збивали з ніг убитих саме тут, в урочищі Babyn Yar.
On Wednesday evening, the Israeli and Ukrainian presidents gathered for an official ceremony for the unveiling of a new interactive memorial, Crystal Wall of Crying, by world-renowned performance artist Marina Abramovic. The wall is meant to be a symbolic extension of the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem and incorporates crystals from the Ukraine and Brazil in an interactive installation. The 40-meter-long structure now stands in a park built over the site of the Babyn Yar ravine.
It's a really wall for healing, and it's wall to remember, and it's wall to public to actually interact all the time. It's not something, I don't like monuments that you have the huge monument and you stand in the front and you look to the monument. It's just like you're voyeur. Here, you have to touch, you have to interact, you have to turn, and you have to, confront yourself with yourself and your own memory. So it's a very different way of seeing art and seeing the monuments.
At the ceremony, both Israeli and Ukrainian presidents also warned against repeating the mistakes of the past and cautioned against a new surge of anti-Semitism.
בל נטעה, גם בימים האלה הכחשת שואה עדיין קיימת, האנטישמיות עדיין קיימת. רק ביממה האחרונה שמענו כולנו על עוד גילוי אנטישמיות מכוער במחנה ההשמדה אושוויץ בדמותן של כתובות גרפיטי אנטישמיות שמבזות את זכר הנספים במחנה המוות הנורא. עלינו על כל מנהיגי המדינות לגנות בתוקף כל בדל וקצה תופעה כזו.
Okay, so this is what I've shown you so far, that 141 days from this satanic ritual that took place October 6th, 2021, to the Russia-Ukraine crisis beginning on February 24th, 141 days, and then 141 days from the beginning of the Ukraine war to the division of Jerusalem, and 141 in Strong's Greek Concordance means causing division. Okay, now I want to take a look at something. If we were to go to 288 days, which would be 141 days plus 141 days is 282. Really, it's 281 if we go from start date to start date, because February 24th is used twice, at the beginning and at the end of both of the equations. So 281 days. And if we were to take this as a 7-day warning to July 21st, 288. Now, July 21st last year was the biggest day that I was watching from the sign of Jonah on June 10th and June 11th. We were watching a 40-day warning, which was on last year's calendar, on the Hebrew calendar, was the 9th of Av, July 21st. Now we have the division of Jerusalem between July 14th and July 15th. Could this be our last warning? Is this a 7-day warning to either July 21st or July 22nd? And from October 6th, the spirit cooking, crystal wall of crying, satanic ritual that was done between Israel and Ukraine, 288 days. Let us take a look at newjerusalem.org and see what we can find about the number 288. Okay, newjerusalem.org. We're going to put in the number 288. The first thing we're going to see is the factors of 288 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, 288. And if we go to gematria of crystal wall of crying in Jewish gematria is 2230. Here's a 322. Skull and bones 322. Crystal wall of crying. And then we have the factors are 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. This is also found at the 33rd digit of pi, 288. The 33rd digit of pi. Strong's Greek 288 is vine, a vine. And this is found in Matthew 26:29. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. Mark 14:25. Verily I say unto you, I will drink no more of the fruit of the vine until that day that I drink it new in the kingdom of God. This is Greek 288. Luke 22:18. For I say unto you, I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God shall come. John 15:1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. John 15:4. Abide in me, and I will abide in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. John 15:5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit, for without me you can do nothing. James 3:12. Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries? Either a vine figs, so can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh. Two more uses of 288 in the New Testament, Revelation 14:18. And another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the last usage of 288, Revelation 14:19. Listen to this. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. 288 is a direct connection to the great winepress and the wrath of God, connected to the vine, which is 288. 288 days from the crystal wall of crying, satanic ritual between Ukraine and Israel. Now from newjerusalem.org, 288, I want to show you a few things from the position of 288 from the end of the Old Testament, Malachi 4:6, going back 288 verses. Listen to this. It's going to give us a date. And the date is the exact date that we're looking at, 7/21. Okay, even here, the book, chapter, verse, Haggai 2:1 is the 37th book, the second chapter, and the first. So even here, book, chapter, verse, included in this is 7/21, and then look at the verse of Haggai 2:1, in the 7th month, in the 1 and 20th day of the month, 7/21. Okay. October 6th, 2021, 288 days. July 21st, 7/21. Going back 288 verses from the end of the Old Testament takes us to Haggai 2 in the 7th month, in the 1 and 20th day of the month. Came the word of the Lord by prophet Haggai, saying, Now in the New Testament, going from the end of the Old Testament, Malachi 4:6, going forward 288 verses, Matthew 10:15, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Revelation 7:3, from the end of the New Testament, going back 288 verses, Revelation 7:3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. How many servants of God are sealed in their foreheads? 144,000. What is 288? It's 144 doubled. And this takes us right to the sealing of the 144,000. Revelation 7:3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Okay, so what I'm showing you here, first and foremost, everyone needs to understand that what is happening in the world is all being controlled by the elite. Nothing happens by chance. Here is a clear and very valid ritual that took place, leading to the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine war, leading to the division of Jerusalem, all connected by the elite, by these satanic rituals. And if we know from Bible prophecy that there shall be a 7-day warning, July 14th and 15th is like one of the best warnings we have ever seen as far as a declaration for a two-state solution in writing, and then a speech saying that there is no other solution for peace and safety other than the division of Jerusalem, sending Israel back to its 1967 borders, giving half of Jerusalem to the Palestinians for this only option to maintain and to achieve peace and security in the Middle East and in the world. When they say peace and safety, sudden destruction. Was this a 7-day warning to July 21st? 288 days from the crystal wall of crying satanic ritual? So was July 14th and July 15th our 7-day warning to July 21st, as in the days of Noah? Noah was given a 7-day warning before the flood began. He was in the ark, ready to go. I do believe that since July 14th and 15th, we are in the ark. We are ready to go. Sudden destruction is coming. It's going to be coming at any moment, and it may be coming at a specific time. And I'm sharing signs with you between today, July 18th, and July 21st and July 22nd. So many things that we have seen that have already happened that could be showing us this may be the time of the coming of Jesus Christ. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Just many things to think about and consider. I pray you guys are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.
You wrote a letter and you signed your name. I read every word of it page by page. You said that you'd be coming for me soon. Oh my God, I'll be ready for you. I wanna run on greener pastures, I wanna dance on higher hills, I wanna drink from sweeter waters in the misty morning chill. And my soul is getting restless for the place where I belong. I can't wait to join the angels and sing my heaven song.